Happy April Fool's Day, everyone, and welcome to my channel. I am the Amazing Flec, or rather, I am Flec the Fool, for today at least. And today I want to share with you my house hunting adventures. Due to the lack of success I had when I was searching for houses with a slightly lower budget, I decided to up my budget, and I started looking at houses between the price range of $100,000 to $150,000. I decided I should probably up my budget a little bit more in order to find something that's a little bit more move-in ready and more to my tastes and my likes. I'm also pretty keen on finding an area that's nicer to live in with less crime, because less crime is helpful, right? And as a result, I found myself looking at 6 different houses today. And after looking at all those houses, I went to the dentist and got my teeth checked. Apparently they look really good. I don't know, I think they look a little bit yellow, but hey, they're looking pretty good for my age according to my dentist. So that's cool. I did notice a significant increase in the quality of the homes after increasing my budget an extra $20,000 to $30,000, and it really shined through for a number of these houses today. Some of them, on the other hand, I felt like were money pits, and they were just trying to grab as much as they can out of the market while they still can. So yeah, let's take a look at some of these, shall we? So the first house we were looking at was valued at $140K. They were asking for $139,900, and my realtor said that this place kind of looked like they were just putting lipstick on a pig. They'd put a fresh coat of paint on everything, and they didn't pay attention to these certain details that really mattered. And it looked like they were just trying to doctor it up and make it look pretty enough for someone to buy. And it looked like, once again, they just threw a fresh coat of paint on stuff and steam cleaned, vacuumed the floors, and the windows were absolutely filthy. The backyard was absolutely atrocious, and the upstairs was kind of strange. It smelled a little funny too. Windows were absolutely filthy, but we weren't impressed. We felt like the first house was valued actually between $80,000 and $110,000. The second house was so horrible. They were asking for $100,000. $70,000 to $80,000 was the actual value we felt. House number 3 was very, very nice looking overall throughout the whole place, and we felt that $130,000 was a fair price for it. It had a very nice open floor plan, all new appliances, granite countertops. But it did seem as though it had a leaky basement, leaky corner. That cardboard box was just soaked with water from sitting in that corner right next to where the leak was. To the credit of the people who owned the house, it was only a really small leak. And had 4 bedrooms upstairs that were all pretty sizable, considering how big the place was overall. My realtor decided that $130K was a fair price for that house. Real natural fireplace though, and probably needed a chimney sweep. Now this house was really nice, and it looked like this house was very much loved and lived in and taken well care of. It kind of reminded me of someone's grandparents. Look at that wallpaper, some strawberries and blueberries. And before we checked out this house, the people who owned it did warn us that there was problems with the basement and cracks in the foundation, but my realtor and I didn't realize to what degree that there was problems. When we went to the basement, we discovered pretty quick. Now my realtor told me that when you have horizontal cracks like that, that's not a good sign. That's a sign that the foundation is kind of pushing in and the basement's falling in on itself. When you have like stepped cracks in the foundation, that's not as bad, that's more common. But when you have a long, solid line of a crack straight across, that's a really good sign that the foundation of the basement's just collapsing and you really have to repair that. House number 5, they were asking for $109,000. It looked pretty nice when you first walked in, but we realized that the kitchen was very, very small. That bathroom had the weirdest sink behind the door, and it was off-centered. It would drive the OCD in me nuts living with that. The upstairs was set up in a very strange fashion. It had some very, very dirty windows that had like mold growing on it or something like that. And the house smelled a little mildewy. And then when you went into the basement, you saw exactly what the problem was. The wooden walls against the basement foundation were all rotting. There was clearly a big leak on the floor. And you can tell that they were trying to get whatever they could out of the house before the market decided to take a downturn. Finally, house number 6 for $142K. Gorgeous place. These floors needed some work done on them. They were all real wooden floors though, and I would love to redo some floors, and this house had some gorgeous floors. Almost as gorgeous as I am. Look at that slow-mo shot. Anyways, yeah, the bathroom looked really nice. The kitchen was very, very tiny though, and it lacked some appliances. Not a big deal, but I was concerned about counter space and being able to cook well. I loved the mirrors inside the big dining room area. That's really nice. And the basement was impeccable. It was absolutely clean. I couldn't see any leaks anywhere against the foundation. And that's a huge bonus for me. I don't want a leaky, moldy, mildewy basement. I want a nice, dry basement. And we checked upstairs. For whoever put the flooring in up there, they didn't do the best job and there was some gaps. Beautiful open floor plan, look at that. However, my realtor was unsure whether or not that house was valued at $142,000 or not. But my realtor said that they'll get back to me and tell me what they think a realistic value would be for that home, and maybe I'll put an offer on that one. I mean, the stucco ceiling in the living room, I didn't show you a picture of that, wasn't the most attractive out of everything I've ever seen in a house, but it wasn't necessarily a deal breaker either. Anyways, that was my day. I checked out 6 houses, I went to a dentist appointment, I came home after going grocery shopping, loaded up my refrigerator, passed out on the couch with Lucy the cat here. We had a nice long nap, and then I woke up going, I gotta make a video for YouTube. So here we are, right here, right now, making this happen. So I hope my house hunting adventure is mildly entertaining or interesting to someone out there here today. These houses between the range of $100,000 and $150,000. You can see quite a variance in the quality amongst the different homes at the different price points. I'm gonna keep looking. I might put an offer in on that last house. A number of other houses are coming on the market in the next couple of weeks that I'm pretty excited about checking out also. So I'll bide my time, I'll keep saving up my money, and wait for the best deal to come around. Alright everyone, from Flec the Fool and Lucy the Cat here, we like to remind you to never give up, do your best, stay true to you, and be amazing. Thanks for watching everyone.